Business editor Richard Southern joins us this Monday from the home office. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Janella, how are you?
Good to see you. So a surprising development in the food delivery industry, Richard. Tell us about that.
It's Foodora, one of the more popular food and alcohol delivery apps, Janella, that out of the blue this afternoon said, hey, we're pulling out of Canada. This is a German company, but said they'll be done in Canada in the next couple of weeks. Foodora really made a name for itself in the past few months because it's the only delivery app that does same-day LCBO delivery. So everyone who was self-quarantining, many of them were using Foodora to get their alcohol delivered. This announcement now comes only 2 months after the Ontario Labour Relations Board ruled that those Foodora couriers could unionize, calling them independent contractors. Now, Janella, the company in its statement today didn't mention that unionization decision, saying only that it couldn't reach a level of profitability in Canada that would justify it being here. But a lot of people, looking at that decision 2 months ago to allow unionization and speculating that that could have been a factor. Foodora says it'll wrap up operations on May 11th here in Canada.
Yeah, obviously a big question mark there, considering the fact that I would assume food delivery is up in this pandemic time. And I have to wonder also with that unionization, does that mean, are any of those not drivers, cyclists, delivery people entitled to severance or anything like that?
That's a good question because they said they're independent contractors. We'll have to see how that shakes out. Foodora also said there's a lot of competition, the Uber Eats and the Skip the Dishes. So I think the margins were razor thin for these guys.
Could be. It's too bad for those drivers who've now lost or will be losing all that work. Okay, we've talked today about things kind of getting back to normal, when that will be. We heard from the Island Airport that will be quiet for at least the next couple of months.
Yeah, don't expect to be hopping on a Porter flight anytime soon, Janella. Porter Airlines are going to leave all those planes on the ground until June 29th. Porter hasn't flown a single flight since March 21st, and it said today we're going to be grounded until the end of June. The company at first was planning to restart all its operations on June 1st, but CEO Michael Duluth said, that's not really a reasonable decision at this point, so we're going to set June 29th as the possible date. Like all airlines, Porter's been hard hit, probably, I would say, more hard hit than the other airlines because it's been forced to ground all its flights. It's previously temporarily laid off its 1,500 employees. It's a private company, Janella. We don't know how Porter was doing before the pandemic, and we don't know how they're doing now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to all the airlines as we emerge from this pandemic.
Absolutely. I guess better safe than sorry. So one of the big places that has, felt the blow is the theater district that's had to shut down all the shows, and theater fans are going to have to wait quite a while before they can go back to those seats. Yeah,
Mirvish, the biggest theater company in the city, announced today that it will be starting its new season in 2021. Usually they start their new season in September. It's been pushed until January. David Mirvish said the company will still present all the new shows it previously announced, but it will begin in January. The new Mirvish season includes the Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals Love Never Dies and Jesus Christ Superstar. Mirvish said if the health officials give the okay, they will immediately restart their long-running production of Come From Away. We're looking at Hamilton there. A lot of people went, lining up for how long trying to get those Hamilton tickets, and now they're a bit out of luck, so that's been a tough one. Janella, you and I are back just a bit after 6:30. There's a new #1 smash hit song in the UK, and it's by someone you may have never heard of before. We're going to be talking about that and more after 6:30.
All right, looking forward to it, Richard. Talk to you then.
Thanks.